Hi, it's Azzy. It's a basic bathroom maintenance video just for you because I love you. So we're going to start with the bath. So key thing around the bath is limescale build-up because we're in the hard water London area. So sometimes what you'll find is that the shower head actually it's either spurting out some sprays to the left and to the right and not down. What that means is that you basically just have to take a sponge really close and actually rub really hard. So you can see there's actually some white residue there that basically just needs warm water, and the green brush there basically just scrub it all off. And what that will mean is that your water jets are going to come out nice and smooth and not going to go and make the floor on the side of the bath wet. Okay, so that's basically limescale management, right? And then what you can also find in the bath is the drainage might not be working because there might be a lot of hairs clogged up. First thing you'll do, just pull this bit here out, check sure there's no damage or blockages. Then you're going to check here to see if there's any hairs you can pull, anything you can see obviously that needs pulling out. If not, then you've got to use this old friend here, plunger, good old plunger. To use a plunger, what you're going to have to do is actually fill the bathtub up. So what you're doing is filling it up as much as you can. What's going to happen now is it's going to drain away because you don't currently have any blockages. But what would happen is if you were to basically flow that much water and there was a blockage in the bathtub, what would happen is the plunger would actually suck the muck up and it would fill the bathtub with water, right? So what you do then is once you've done that, you're just applying a simple up and down motion over the, just applying a simple up, down, up, down, up, down, up motion. And do it quite forcefully. Right, so, and even then, you can see, pulled up some muck. Okay? Right, if you look around, there's a lot of muck that's been pulled up. So that's the plunger. Whilst I'm here, I'm just doing it for maintenance. And you see all the muck that's been pulled up here. And all the bits there, okay? Okay, so once you've obviously unblocked the blockage there, that should all clear up and it should all drain away nicely, but I'm going to clean the bathtub, don't worry Saz. Might have a heart attack if you see that in a moment. When you're cleaning, so moving on to the sink now, when you're cleaning the sink, first thing you can actually, with the rotation, actually you can see there, it's a screwed fitting. You can actually, it screws onto that top bit there. What you do is you can remove this and you can check for blockages in there as well. Normally this doesn't get blocked, so you're good, but I'm just showing you that so you can easily remove it and make sure that you clean this edge here as well as the top bit there. Yeah. So once that's all clean, another bit to make sure you're wiping the limescale off is the side just here, and that can actually rust. So just looking to actually keep that nice and clean. We've been on holiday in Cyprus, lovely Cyprus, 10 nights, you remember that? Been on Cyprus, so that hasn't had a clean in a while, otherwise once I've got to that in a few days, that's all going to rub off nicely. So you're doing it on both sides, and make sure you've got the back, and what you're doing is you're turning the head so you can get the axis. Because if you look at it straight, you don't have the axis at the front, so you've got to turn it. And what you're doing to clean it is actually you're going to use the good old Viacal and then good old trusty green. You're not going to use a metal scourer, that's going to scratch the nice shiny tap. Okay, so that's the sink. And just for the toilet, the important one I'll show you for the toilet. The toilet's got a nice button for the seat. So if you push that button in and with one hand, so with your right hand, you push that button in. So I'm going to show you with my left. Right, so you can push it in. It's pushed in. See, it pushes. Right, and I'm going to show you. So you push it with your right finger in, right, and then you pull the seat vertically upwards. So vertically upwards. So vertically upwards towards the ceiling. Whilst pushing that button in. So I'm going to show you. Push the button in, vertically upwards. And then lo and behold, toilet seats come off. Why does it do that? Because on the underside of the toilet seat is that bit there and that bit there. And all that button is doing is holding and releasing a locking mechanism. Right? And that allows you to clean this and it allows you to clean all of that nicely. Yeah? So how do you think it goes back in? Well, you can see those two vertical locking members that go nice and neatly into these two holes. So I'm going to show you now. What we do, simply line them up, and it will just fall into place. So lining up, I'm doing this with one hand. So there we go. And you just push it down, and you hear some nice clicks. It's all good to go. And that's how you clean a toilet seat. Apart from that, when you are cleaning this room with the vacuum cleaner, make sure you get the duster in along the top, and make sure you get a soft sponge that's damp. Lightly touch the surface of the fan. Don't go too deep. It is obviously electrical and it is on, but it's rated for water, so you can wipe it down and it's okay. And that just makes sure that there's no dust on the actual fan itself. Okay. So I think that's basically it for this room. Obviously make sure you're wiping the floor.